heck, I don't think I remember how to do this anymore. How many of you thought I quit YouTube? I think I did. Anyway, hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's still here. I'm back, Karen. Oh my God, I missed you guys so terribly much. But I found my way back. I found my way back and I'm in such a good place, and we're gonna talk about all of it in this video. I do want to superficially apologize in advance if this video is too long, because we already know the shtick around here. We talk a lot, we share a lot, but we are always real. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and this is our new home. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I was gone for a long time. I was able to find myself again. I was able to rediscover my love of makeup. I was able to fall in love with my studio space again, and I was able to reconnect with so many important people in this life, all of those valuable relationships that come once in a lifetime. So it's been a time of a lot of learning and discovery and mourning. Bad news, good news, but y'all already know. Y'all already know how it is around here. Tomorrow is untouched, so let's focus on today and look forward to tomorrow. So today we are here with a Get Ready With Me, where we talk about where I've been, what happened to my boobs, and all that jazz, what's going on with Wesley. We cover a lot of topics, but we cover them very briefly. If you guys were worried that I wasn't coming back, you probably don't watch my weekend vlogs. I know they're 9 hours long. This wasn't a surprise, you know. If you keep up with those vlogs, this break didn't come as a surprise. There was a ton of buildup to me basically just shutting down and needing to reconnect with myself, with God, with life, with my family, and have a very, 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 very important surgery, very uncomfortable. The recovery has been a lot slower than I anticipated. I am in a lot of pain. I haven't slept well in 2 weeks. There's been travel involved. I mean, there's so much stuff. But if you guys are ever wondering where I am or what's going on, a really great way to find out is to either watch a weekend vlog, because that's where we talk about the nitty-gritty details of what's happening, what's building up, what's transpiring. Read the description box of those vlogs, or follow me on Instagram. So if you guys want to stay in the know, all of those links and hows and whys and how to find me are listed there. That's some noise that you hear. We actually talk about it in this video, what it is, why, all of that stuff. It's talked about in this video, but what I wanted to say is I'm back, and we used a ton of new products in this video. In fact, I think with the exception of my brows and my mascara, everything on my face is new, and I am absolutely 100% transparent on if I liked it or not. And let me tell you, it was 50-50. If not, I liked less products. I disliked more products than liked products. However, this lip combo and this eyeshadow palette and this blush will be linked in the description box below of this video. Anyway, enough of this long introduction, you guys. I'm back. I missed you. We're gonna talk about why. Everything I'm wearing, everything on my face, all the products that I used will be listed and linked in the description box of this video. But if you want me to stop talking and then continue talking again, all you have to do is keep watching. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. Today, we're just gonna apply makeup together, and the point of today is to do so with new products. Along this break of discovery and recharging my batteries, I kind of rediscovered my love of makeup, and really that little burning flame of makeup being exciting again. Now, I don't remember the last time I put on makeup, if I'm 100% honest with you guys. So today's video, the final look, might be a total fail, and I'm totally okay with that. I'm just excited that I'm excited about makeup, and that I'm excited to be back, and that I miss you guys, and that we're gonna do this thing. Okay, I do have to say, you guys, I have two palettes that I'm so stoked to use. I don't have a concept in mind about what I want to do, but I know I want to use either or both. The Carli Bybel palette. The other palette is the Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda Beauty. The colors in here are awesome. And we're currently in Mercury and Retrograde, or we're currently in Retrograde. How would you say it? All right, anyway, until the 20th. So when you see this video, pretty sure it's still gonna be happening. So if this video is a little weird, just blame it on Mercury. I've just become resolute to the idea that when something's not going my way, I just tell Parker, I'm like, Mercury must be in retrograde. I know nothing about this stuff, you guys. So, okay, we need a primer. And I think for primer, I want to try this one from e.l.f. Do you guys remember it was sold out like for, I don't know, 13 years. And then finally it came back in stock and now it's available everywhere. So this is supposed to be a dupe for that Tatcha Beauty Putty primer, which my best friend Sam loves, and she hates primers. So I guess that's a good thing, right? But this one's like $2 and it's cruelty free, which happy update. I purged my entire collection and I shouldn't have anything still here that isn't cruelty free with the exception of my OPI nail polish. We've been filming for how long already and I still haven't applied a single stitch of makeup. So you can tell around here, some things don't really ever change. So I want to get the elephant out of the room. I need you guys to stop looking at my boobs. We're going to talk about it in detail. It's going to be a 3 to 4 part series. And I think it's something that requires its own stage, I would say. So we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about a little bit in this video. But I really need to. How would you even put this on? Do you just flick your nail in there? I know the Tatcha one comes with like a little spatula, but as typical, unless it's a skin type primer, I usually only apply primer to like the center-ish of my face. But if it's a skincare type primer, like the Banana Bright from Ole Henriksen, that one, I bring that down to my neck. I would say my boobs, but they're not there anymore. Anyway, you guys, if you don't like talking about boobs, this is not gonna be your place for the next few months. This is gonna be the new tan joke. So if you guys don't know where I've been and you're like, dude, Dani, I thought you quit YouTube. I thought I quit YouTube too, if I'm completely honest. I was like, do I really want to come back? I don't like the climate right now. It's not a very friendly place. I feel like I needed to say that out loud. I thought I quit YouTube too, but I love it too much. I like being here. I like talking to you. And even though I'm sitting here alone in a room, I feel like you guys are with me and I like interacting with you guys and I like the presence. And I think our community, our specific little community, is worth coming back to over and over and over and over again. No matter how many hiatuses I have to take, it's always worth it to come back. I think YouTube rescued me when I was in a really dark time in my life. And although YouTube also presented me with or contributed to a very dark time in my life as well, it's like life, right? Ups and downs all the time. It could be better, but it could certainly be worse. So it's just one of those things where I needed to refill my tank. I needed to refocus, and we're gonna try a new foundation. So I have a bunch of these sticks from Milk. They are the Flex foundation, but I don't know what color I am. I'm guessing, if anything, since I'm not tan anymore, we don't need to talk about it, you guys. I am guessing I'm either going to be sand or light sand, because I'm eternally hoping I'm still a little tan. Well, this one is certainly not my shade. Do you guys like the new setup? What do you think? A lot of stuff happened during this. Well, it's a little light. Look at, well, a lot light on camera. How about sand? Let's see. Professional makeup testing is currently going down. So when I look up at my face in the camera, this looks like the perfect shade. But when I look down, it looks too dark. So I'm wondering if we need to try a third one. Nude, but this looks like a pink. Okay, first of all, I feel a little insulted right now, but light is looking like it might have my back. So we're gonna put another swatch on my face. I told you guys, professional makeup testing is going down right now. You know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm gonna probably try and do a combo of these. Do you guys notice anything different about my skin? Despite this making me feel personally victimized, we are gonna go with the shade Light Sand. And I am under the impression that this might be one of those stick foundations where homegirl needs to chill because it's gonna like blow out into a lot of product. The Hourglass Seamless Vanish whatever the heck brush, y'all need it in your lives. Best foundation brush ever on the planet. Doesn't matter if it's a cream foundation or a actually, you know what, this might be really good with a powder foundation, like a full coverage powder foundation. It probably blows it out real pretty. Anyway, so for those of you that have just watched about 25 minutes of this video and we've gotten nothing done, I wanted to kind of update you guys because I know that on this channel, not everyone watches my 9-hour vlogs. And in the vlog, it kind of builds up to why I took this break. I don't think it came as a surprise to anybody. I don't think that it, if you watch the vlogs, I don't think it came as a surprise, but I do think that we kind of got to the point where this break went a little bit longer than planned. In fact, I was actually planning on coming back before my surgery, but something just told me I wasn't ready yet, and I listened to myself. I spent way too much time listening to other people and doing everything for other people, and being a very good listener and follower, direction follower. And I just got to the point in my life where I was like, you know what? You can't pour from an empty cup. And right now I'm sad. I'm sad about my grandma. I'm sad at the social media climate. I am disappointed in makeup. It was just so much stuff going on. I wrote a little blurb in the description of that vlog where I told you guys, I just need a break. I need a mental health break. Is this supposed to be a lightweight coverage foundation? I'm always under the impression that with like stick foundations, they're full coverage, but it's very shiny. Is shiny the word I'm looking for? And I don't think it's covering much. Like, I don't think I need to cover much anyway, but I guess I was expecting it to be like, woo, a whole mask. I wonder if this stick layers well. So let's try. We'll put some more there and on my chin and a little bit on my forehead. Yeah, I just, if you don't watch my weekend vlogs, I think this whole break came as a surprise, but if you ventured into the very last video that was posted before this one, I talk about it, and I have a little blurb in the description box of that video. It's, I feel like this job is very emotional, you know. It requires a lot of creativity and passion and transparency, and in times when I'm already down in my personal life, I feel like it just gets compounded with the negativity that sometimes comes with a type of job like this. And so I got so many messages that were like, oh, Dani, you know, don't let the criticism and stuff like that get you down. You know, we love you. And I know that. And I usually I'm like, whatever, it doesn't bother me. But I had just gotten to that point where I was struggling so much with one of my sons. My grandma had just passed away. I had just completed one of the biggest contracts in my career with JCPenney, and I was just beaten down, you know. I was exhausted and I couldn't, you know how you can't pour from an empty cup? Like, there was no cup. There wasn't even a cup. It was just, oh man, you know, when life knocks you down and you get up and you're like, it's all right, I got this. And then it knocks you down again and you're like, it's okay, I'm just a little sore, but I can do it. And then it knocks you down again and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna get up, but it's just getting really hard to. And then finally, you just can't get up anymore. That was me a month or two ago. But now I'm like, I'm back. And I would like to state for the record that if there were any doubts that this video is going to be shorter and that I'm going to change the way things are done around here, it's probably a very slim chance that that might happen. I thought about it while I was on break. New concealers from ColourPop. These are the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealers. I have all the colors, which I'm assuming only one of them will work for me. I wish brands wouldn't do this. Like, I appreciate the fact that they are so generous, but I don't know these many humans in life. And even if I were to review this concealer, I wouldn't review all the shades. You know, I would tell you, hey, there's 42 shades or however many, I think there's 30. And that's it. If I were to pull swatches, I'd probably pull them from the actual ColourPop website just so that they were extremely accurate. And I'd be like, listen, I got it from the website, so don't get mad at me. All right, so we're gonna use that powder we pulled out. We are going to also try these concealers. I'm guessing I'm light 45 or light 50. So we're going to volunteer as tribute over here with my face. I'm not going to bring you guys in closer until we do eyeshadow because I'm really digging my background. That's the 100% cold honest truth. This is light 50. So we're going with the darker one because, you know, we're hoping it. Ooh, hey, look at that. What do we think? I think it's a little dark, but I have heard a few of my influencer friends say that these are pretty thin concealers. So even if it does look a little dark, I think it'll thin out on my skin. So yeah, anyway, I want to stop focusing on where we left off here, and I want to update you on where we are now, because we don't dwell on the past. We learn from it, we cry, we forgive, we learn, and then we move on. And I learned twice, but it's okay. Just pretend I'm being super, super prophetic, profound, whatever. Did you guys seriously think things were gonna be different around here? I don't think so. The only thing that's different is, you can guess, my boobs. All right, so how many of you can't stop looking? I bet there's so many of you that are like, I don't, did you know she had a boob job? Is that why she was so controversial about breastfeeding? Is that why she hated her kids and didn't want to breastfeed? No, okay, let's get that out of the way, because I did get that question a ton when I announced on Instagram that I had, oh, look at that, you could see what we're working on. Is that interesting for you guys? You can see the new products, like sneak peek, what's up next. Yeah, so maybe a year ago, I talked about how I didn't breastfeed either one of my kids. Y'all, I was like criminalized. Well, but it was 50-50. I was like, congratulations, you know, you should be proud of your choices and, you know, make your choices with conviction. And I'm so glad that another mom is speaking out on something like this. I wasn't trying to be like some sort of, I don't know, advocate for not breastfeeding. I just chose not to because I didn't want to. I had breast implants under the muscle tissue, and I can verify that I was 100% fully capable of breastfeeding, and the idea for me has always been unnerving. I don't like it. And that's all I can say for it. And I know y'all are gonna leave your comments in the description box below. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of this concealer. It definitely is thin. It's never gonna replace my Shape Tape. But yeah, we haven't been sleeping very well because I am extremely uncomfortable at night because of the surgery. I am a stomach and side sleeper, so y'all can imagine how miserable my life has been in the last 2 weeks. I am officially 2 weeks post-op when I'm filming this video. when I post it, I'll be like 2.5 weeks post-op, no big deal. Anyway, so I wanted to get that out of the way. Like, oh my God, that's why you didn't breastfeed. No, that's not why. I didn't want to because I didn't want to. And I didn't do it because the idea for me has always been unsettling. And that's something that is a choice, you know. Some people do not want to try a bell pepper because bell peppers look creepy to them. Guess what? I didn't want to breastfeed because the idea to me was unsettling. I didn't like it. It didn't make me comfortable. It didn't make me feel more or less of a mother. I just didn't want to. It was my choice. And then the other one was, did y'all know she had a boob job? So I want to talk about that in detail in a series that I'm going to do about breast implant illness and why and how much and who my surgeon was and how long the recovery is. But there's some stuff that I need to do first, like actually recover, so I can give you some before and afters and my honest opinion on how I've recovered, if it's been worth it, etc., etc., etc. I don't like this concealer. Let's try this powder and see if we have better luck. Have you guys noticed we're using a new camera? I'm a little uncomfortable because I've used the same camera for the 6 or 7 years we've been on YouTube. So just baby steps, okay, you guys, baby steps. And so this is kind of a big deal. I don't know how the sound quality is gonna be. I don't know how this is gonna look when I upload it. It might look different. I don't know how long it's gonna let me film for. So I really need to stop taking it for granted because it might cut me off soon. Yeah, this Simple Human has been driving me crazy. Hey, I like this powder. Oh my God, first impression, I love you. This powder is awesome. You guys, for the first time, side note, sorry, we'll get back to boobs in a second. For the first time ever, I was that girl that was like, I'm old. So I have always been like, I'm almost 35, whatever, it's no big deal, it's just age. I've always been like, what is it? What does it matter? Like, how does it make anything any different? How does it change this conversation? How does it change the way you look at me? Like, what does it really do? It doesn't do anything, I guess, in my eyes, was my idea, right? And so for the very first time ever, I had that moment where I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. I am starting to look my age. I am looking tired. My crow's feet have crow's feet. And this is me now. And I even had that moment where I was like, my God, I erased that picture. I look so old. Look at how wrinkly I am. But after I got over my self-pity and self-loathing and realized how ridiculous I was sounding, like, I always allow myself to feel things. Like, I always allow myself. It's like, you want to get on that roller coaster, you get on that roller coaster. And when you get off, if you regret it, that's okay. And if you get off and you loved it, that's even better. But I always let myself feel feelings, but then I logically work my way through them after I've experienced them. So I was talking to Parker about it. I was like, man, I look old, erase the pictures, blah, 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 whatever. And then I was like, what's the big deal? I don't understand. You know, I'm 35. You do get older every year. This is how life happens. It's like worrying about something that you know for a fact is gonna happen. Then I shook it off and I was like, why are you tripping? This is literally what happens in life. That is why you have birthdays. It logically makes sense. Time transpires, you get older, like a banana in a basket. You know, it's not always green, so it's part of life. Why are you tripping? And then I got a comment on Instagram that was like, is he really old or does she get a lot of Botox? And then I felt great. Oh my God, I am the worst, and I'm gonna do my brows off camera the same way I always do, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, crooked brows, I still got it. We are going to do eyeshadow now, but before we move on from the face, I wanted to say, first impression, didn't like the ColourPop concealers. Loving this powder from Urban Decay. It's the Ultimate Brush Set and Go Off powder. Don't know about this foundation. If it's gonna be that super lightweight, I'd rather use like a BB cream or the One and Done, which you guys know I'm its #1 fan. I don't know. I'm like a little about it. I still don't know. I'll tell you at the end of this video. But right now we're gonna take more of this powder. I kind of don't like the brush. You know what I mean? Like the brush is a little, it's kind of getting on my nerves. So you guys remember why we're doing this. Do I need to remind you? There's not very many new of you here. In fact, we lost pandas while we were on our hiatus. I think YouTube is very frustrating right now, you guys. It's going through a lot of changes, and I feel like all of these changes, most of these changes aren't in support of small channels like this one. So I'm going to have to go back to teaching pretty soon. No, all kidding aside, it's a struggle. There's been a lot of changes, and the changes really only benefit those channels that have like a quadrillion subscribers. So I don't know, I'm just gonna take it one day at a time and see what happens. But so far, it's not the best. I'm gonna bring you guys in closer, and we are gonna put eyeshadow on our eyeballs. I don't know if I feel comfortable with you guys being that close to my face, but we're just gonna roll with it. The Carli Bybel palette, what does it call anyway? Does it have a name? It's not, it's just the Carli Bybel palette. All right, so if you guys look at the two palettes that I'm tempted to use, obviously I have like that same energy. It's that same vibe. It's the whole cool toned, jewel tones, metallic, heavy on the glitter or the, you know, metal about these colors. I really wanted to do something like icy purple, almost like this shade right here. My previous Huda palette, this color right here was like boom, exploded everywhere. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm engaged. And I wanted to just, you know, put that out there in case I hadn't mentioned it. We are going to take the color Bear because some things never change. And I bet you guys know where I'm gonna put it because again, some things never change. Same brush because I think this is the new thing that's gonna be on a shirt that is never gonna make it to merch. Some things never change. We're gonna put it on our brow bone with the Delium Tools 778. Oh snap, this is actually not a matte vanilla shade. It is a satin. It is like a creamy satin shade, but it's satin enough where it could be on the brow bone and it doesn't look like the 80s, which is kind of nice. Although I am an 80s baby and I kind of like that look. You know what I mean? Like, I like how certain things are coming back. Like when I see celebrities with those big giant puffy sleeves, I'm like, yeah. Some things should never come back, for the record. But some things I don't really mind. All right, now we're gonna take the color. Ooh, so many options in this palette. I'm very confused. We're totally playing by the seat of our pants. Let's take this color here, Karma. Big fluffy blending brush. This is the Sigma E40. So what was I up to besides losing my boobs? Parker and I took a mini getaway to Oklahoma and Arkansas, so that was fun. We took his Harley, we explored. I have to say, holy heck, everyone in Arkansas is so nice. Like, where you're like, why are you being so nice to me? Is this an Arkansas thing? It was great. It was a great experience. I mean, we were in Arkansas for about a whole day. We went to hot springs. It was fun. It was just nice to do something different together and just reconnect. And I think that's something that always keeps us really close, is the fact that we kind of carve out that time and we look forward to that time where it's just the two of us. No dogs, no kids, no work, and we can reconnect. Also, you guys, I wanted to tell you guys, we have a lot of upcoming sponsorships. Obviously brands that you've heard me talk about before. For example, one of them is going to be Jared, which is where Parker got my engagement ring. So that's super exciting. We are also partnered up with Wink. Do you remember in a weekend vlog? In a weekend vlog, I was Instagram shopping in the middle of the night, and Parker and I subscribed to Wink, picked up on that inclusion, and they were like, hey, do you wanna do a video with us? And I was like, free wine? Of course. So I'm thinking Parker and I are gonna do like a video together, like a get to know Parker or get to know us kind of video. And drink at the same time. So that video will not be suitable for children. And I will probably most likely talk about my boobs because it's my new tan joke. Okay, what do we think? I'm gonna go in with a smaller blending brush. Let's see if I could even find one in here. This is MAC 217. I know MAC isn't cruelty free, I'm the worst. In Hot Mess. I don't know if we're gonna give the Bybel palette any love, but we're gonna take this color here, Hot Mess, and that's gonna be crease and outer V. I haven't heard outer V in a while, you know, because I'm a makeup artist and that's a professional term. So we are going to focus that over here. Yeah, so while I was gone, it was a lot of self-loathing. I was very sad about my grandma. I reconnected with probably the most important humans in my life, which was nice. I am actually going out of town tomorrow to California to visit my parents, and the boys are coming with me. Parker's coming with me. Parker has never seen California or where I grew up or eaten delicious taco shop food, like real taco shop food, you know, like the actual good kind of tacos. Totally gonna get slayed right now. So we're very looking forward to that. It'll be a nice, very rushed, very jam-packed weekend getaway with 2 small kids. So we'll see how we finagle that flight. But it'll be exciting. It'll be fun. So yeah, there was a lot of reflection. There was a lot of, what do I want to do with my life if YouTube isn't really serving me purpose anymore? If I'm not feeling purposeful, if I'm not feeling useful, if I am not doing anything of substance or value. I actually just took Off Balance. That's this mauve shade right here. Mauve, 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 mauve. You've missed it, haven't you? And I'm gonna put that on the big blending brush. Yeah, if I feel like what I'm doing isn't of value and it has no significance or it's not impacting anyone positively, I need to find a different avenue. It's not working, you know, and that's just my love language. That's just how I function. That's my, anagram, you know, that's my Myers-Briggs. That's just who I am as a human. That's how I'm wired. I need to be of service somehow. I need to feel like I'm doing something that makes people better. And makeup is stupid, you know, that's where I was. I was like, makeup is stupid, makeup creates drama, the makeup community is stupid. And I was like, no, you're stupid, you know? Makeup saved you when you were in the darkest point of your life. It's fun, it's an outlet, it's creative. Do you remember it was your yoga, you big asshole? And then I was like, makeup is fun. And I just kind of, it was a process. I think I need a little bit more of that darker shade, Hot Mess. So it's, my time off was a chance for me to just really be home, be disconnected, you know, have dinners ready on the table the minute all 4 kids walked in the door, and talking about them and getting to know them all over again and just being present. I think so often we spend so much time thinking about getting ready for tomorrow, getting ready for tomorrow, getting ready for next year, getting ready for the wedding, getting ready for your move, getting ready for, and you're not in today. You're not present. You're not there. And that was my life, is today. One day at a time, today, 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 one day at a time, because guess what? Tomorrow might be worse, and you're anticipating tomorrow being bad, and you ruin today when today doesn't have to be bad. And that was where I was. I was so disappointed in myself for being so negative, and I wasn't gonna be able to help you guys in any way being in that mindset, you know? No one wants to be around like a negative Nancy or Debbie Downer. And I was like, my channel, I have always, man, you guys, I'm so proud. Like, I have always prided. I have always made it a point that this is a place of release. This is a place of outlet. This is a place where you guys can disconnect and come to guaranteed positivity, obnoxious, silly. We don't take ourselves seriously around here, right? But I wasn't feeling that way, and I just needed to remove myself from the equation, recharge my batteries. And let me tell you, the break was not restful. It wasn't happy. We got terrible news about Wesley, which you can't see him right now, but he's back there chilling. Middle finger and the color, I'm thinking Supernova, this one right here. Oh, that's pretty. That totally reminds me of like the Naked Heat palette. Yeah, we got terrible Wesley news. If you guys are unfamiliar, Wesley is my chubby little Westie. He was diagnosed with diabetes last summer, right around the time I met Parker. Like, you guys, legit, less than a month after I met Parker, poor Wesley was diagnosed. And he is not getting any better. We have to drop him off for glucose curves every 10 days, and every time it's increasing the dose and increasing the dose, and losing weight isn't helping, and now he is having some problems with his liver, and I'm trying not to ruin this eyeshadow look, but when you ask me how many kids I have, I don't say 4. I have 8, you know? And I know that sounds crazy because you're like, dang girl, you look awesome. Just kidding. I have 8. My dogs are part of this family. Y'all, I'm ruining my makeup and I feel like I'm blurry at some points of this video. You'll have to let me know because I can't, well, I guess I'll see it myself when I edit. But, okay, let me focus. My kids are part of this family. If you guys don't watch my weekend vlogs, you don't know how crazy I am about these dogs. I mean, I am the crazy dog lady. Like, legit, that is me. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. If you don't follow them on Instagram, you should. And so you don't want to hear bad news, like, you know, he's having problems with other major organs and there's really nothing you can do about it, and it's very frustrating, and you can't help but think about tomorrow. And that's a nasty habit that I need to break, and that's what I'm going to work on, and that's what I've been working on, is enjoying the present day, because I'm not going to ruin tomorrow that is completely untouched by focusing on what's yucky today. You know what I mean? I feel like we need to do something else, like jazz it up a little bit. Let me take a tiny little brush. This is Deli Tool 772. Maybe this color here, Galaxy. That's so pretty. And that right there, that is not, holy, look at that. That's nice. So we're gonna take a little bit of Galaxy. And man, some of the shadows in here are like mushy, like ColourPop mushy. You know, they're color shock shadows where you could make a dent in it. How does that look? It looks like I did nothing, and it looks like I have an eye booger. Well, that's classy. Yeah, so I have a lot of experience dealing with sad stuff, and I think that's primarily one of the reasons why I always try to make people laugh, because I'm like, man, it's so much easier to laugh at life than to like be sad all the time. So I don't take myself too seriously, and I really try to make other people laugh, but man, it was so hard to make myself laugh the last few weeks. It was hard to, you know, keep getting bad news from the vet, and it was hard to go into a major surgery, not knowing what to expect or what the outcome would be. It was hard to have continuous parent-teacher conferences. It was just a yucky time anyway. And so I just wanted to come back. I was hoping to come back and be refreshed, and be refreshed on all angles, capacity, just in every way, and have something to contribute to this community. And even if that means talking about being boobless now, or even if that means I discovered awesome things on Amazon and it distracts you from what, you know, what bad news you got. Even if it means, hey, guess what? I'm having a lot of issues with my son in school, and you're like, hey, I am too. Isn't it the worst? And you don't feel alone. And so I think part of the reason why so many of you have grown attached to this particular channel is that we're true, honest, transparent, see-through here. And I forgot how important that was. I forgot how important it was to just be authentic. Not to play authenticity, not to pretend I was being authentic, but to actually be authentic. And so now that I'm in a positive place, I can come back and talk to you about the not so positive place, so that if you're there, we can talk about it. Does that make sense? Most things around here don't make sense. That's okay. We need to do something about this lower lash line, but I'm scared to even touch it right now because with the whole Wesley news, it's a little moist down there right now. We're gonna give Carli some love since we've ignored this palette and dig into Bybel. This is the mauve shade in this palette. Man, these shadows are very soft, both of them. The matte shadows in both of these palettes are very soft. So if you are Hulkamania with your tools, you're gonna make a mess. So what is that called? Kick up, kick back, kick up, whatever. When you get a lot of dust flying up at you. So if you don't like that, you won't like this. And one of my favorite YouTubers and also Instagrammers, Madison Miller, I think it's probably because she's a mom and she's like, she keeps it real. So I appreciate her being transparent. Anyway, she was talking about how the Tati palette is a firmer palette, like a harder palette. I'm assuming more like a MAC shadow. And how she's not so sure maybe she likes it or not, so she's not reviewing it yet until she uses it a few more times. I actually ordered the palette because I want to know what all the hype's about, but mine won't arrive probably until 2020, I don't know. So I'll probably just update you guys on a favorites or an empties or a misses. Y'all, we have gathered so many misses during this time off. I was like brutally like trying new products and I was like, yo lame, you're lame, I don't like you, this is the worst, whatever. And we're gonna talk about it because that's what we do around here. I really think I need to leave my face alone right now for a second. So what I'm gonna do is jump off camera, remove all this extra dust powder, awesome Urban Decay powder, and do some mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so Sophie LaRue thought right now was the appropriate time to eat. So you're gonna hear some munching and crunching. All right, so moving on, I tried 2 mascaras. Didn't like either one. They are both from Well People. One is like the volumizing one. The other one's like the volumizing XL. They're just too dry for me. I think if you like dry mascaras, you would love them because I can see the potential in them. I just can't get behind a dry mascara. I have never been a fan. I love wet mascaras and I love goopy mascaras. And I like spider lashes. So I went in with It Cosmetics Superhero, which is one of my tried and trues. And then on my lower lashes, I used this purple one from Essence, which is another one of my holy grails. But if you guys have any mascara recommendations, preferably drugstore, that are wet, but also buildable volumizing and can give me this spidery look that you guys know I'm a fan of, that would be greatly appreciated. I am tempted to use a new product from It Cosmetics, but upon opening it, I feel a little nervous just because it looks really orange. But it's the Hello Cheekbones Matte Bronzer and Highlighting Contouring Duo. The palette looks like this, very, very pretty. And then it has a highlighter and a bronzer. But you guys know how I feel about this one. So I'm like, I'm a little torn. And I also have a clean bronzer brush, which is also one of the worst times of applying makeup. I hate clean brushes. I know that makes me sound disgusting, but we've talked about it before, and we say we agree on this matter. There are several. See how orange that is? Like, holy cow. Should I do it? Is this one of those times where it's like, come on, try it. It's only fish balls. You know what I mean? Like, should I just go for it? I feel like I just need to go for it for research purposes, you know? Let's just go for it. I hope you guys are liking this new setup. I feel so pumped to have new inspiration. Someone mentioned, I did a little sneak peek on Instagram. Y'all, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you're really missing out on connecting with me on the most ridiculous things in life. Hey, it's not so bad. We just talk about the most vapid, unessential, useless things. You mostly see my dogs, which is why I created their own Instagram now. I'm like, man, I'm gonna lose subscribers if all I post on Instagram is my dogs. I know I should work the opposite way, where you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna tell all my friends and family about this account because makeup and animals. However, it doesn't work that way. People are like, I want to see your dogs. Why are they always on your Instagram? So I was like, okay, fine. You guys are gonna get your own, like, your own little, I don't know what it's called, but I did their own little Instagram. I never announced it or anything. I wasn't like, hey, go follow my dogs. Like, what I noticed recently is a lot of YouTubers that are having babies are like, they tag their baby, and their baby has an account, and they're like, go follow baby whatever. And I'm like, wow, babies get like 40,000 followers overnight. It's crazy. And I don't even announce that my dogs have an Instagram. So go follow my dog's Instagram, and we're gonna get 100 subscribers overnight. Anyway, the bronzer is not so bad. I'm really glad I gave it a try. It's nice. I think the only reason it's nice is because it's going with the eyeshadow look. Like, it's picking up on those red tones. Let me see in this mirror over here. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. All right. Glad I tried it. Glad I took the risk. This is a product that I've been dying to try, and it was very hard for me to actually pull the trigger. You guys, the VIB holiday savings sale or whatever from Sephora recently, I went bananas. I went over budget. I went over 3 years worth of a budget. But I told you guys, I'm excited about makeup right now, and I'm just gonna ride the wave. And I had all the Pillow Talk products in my cart for months. Nusha and Sam know about it, and I just couldn't pull the trigger. I was like, holy hell, $53 for 4 eyeshadows? That is some bull. But when you're Rouge, you get 20% off. So I also got the Pillow Talk blush, and we are going to go in with the Swish and Pop. This is the type of blush. It's called Swish and Pop, right? Cheek to chic, swish and glow, swish and pop. Swish the outer shade onto cheekbones and pop the glow onto the cheek. I don't know. I just did this. Probably doing it the wrong. Okay, fine. Let's try and follow the rules. On the cheekbones. Okay, I'm doing it. I am doing it. And then the glow on the cheeks. But like, my cheeks are in weird locations on my face. You know what I mean? Like, do you guys have cheeks like mine? Some people have like the really cute apple. I just have like a blob. And that sound you hear is a vacuum. So we're just gonna pretend it's totally not interrupting my comeback video. And we're gonna roll with it. Sorry, y'all. So in this hiatus, we made a couple of customizations. One of those was seeking help when it came to the upkeep of this house. So that is the vacuuming that you hear right now. And today is one of my favorite days of the entire month. Let me tell you guys. Of course, I picked the winning day to film, but it's all right. You know what? We're riding this wave of motivation. We're staying in the Zen mode. And this blush just changed my life. So I'm just gonna link it below because I really want it to change your life as well. I'm pretty sure this blush was like 50. Oh, hello. Would you like to say hello? Would you like to say, you're done eating, so you want to say hi now, right? All right, so let's do it. This is the selfie show. I shouldn't be picking you up right now. I have a 5-pound weight limit restriction on what I can pick up. But this is 13 pounds of love. And I need you. Doesn't she look like one of those teenagers that's like disgusted by the love? Like, ugh. Internally they love it, but externally they're like, oh, that was a nice burp. Want to say hi to your fans? They missed you. All right, you ready? What do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell them you hated your mommy's break because you didn't get to be in any videos? Or do you want to tell them that you love mommy's break because you got lots of cuddles? You want to tell them that? You can also tell them you're healthy. Just tell them you're healthy. You're a healthy girl. Yeah? My healthy girl. She's my healthiest. She is. I love you, Sophie girl. I love you, Sophie girl. Isn't she precious? They're all wearing their little winter sweaters. Oh, I love you, Mama. We're just gonna take a love break. If you have a fur baby around you, just take a little love break. Just give him a little tap, a little love. Just remind him, Mama's here. I love you, Mama. Sweet girl. You guys, no joke, that blush is amazing. Now we are going to go in with highlighter, which is my favorite part. This is also the part where a lot of you get really upset because I look like Rudolph or a light bulb or like my nose is abnormally shiny, but it's okay. This part is optional. You can skip it. I know you guys are enjoying this tutorial way too much. It's like extremely professional and I know exactly what I'm talking about because I'm a professional makeup artist. We're also very facetious around here. We're gonna go in with the Radiance highlighter, but I'm nervous to use it because, oh, you're looking at those secret goods over there, aren't you? It looks dark and I'm not tan anymore, so it's not even, hold on please. Let's try this again. Yep, that's not, okay, no. This is gonna go in the I don't like it pile, along with the Well People mascara. And now I need a highlighter. Oh, the Milk makeup highlighters, you guys. Oh, those are gonna be my favorites. And that was in a I'm going to film video basket ready to go before I took my break. And then I was like, oh, I'm done with this. Big break, no videos, leave it there. And it's still there. I'm just glad I remembered it. This is what the product looks like. I like the color Lit. It is not the most popular. There is another color aside from this one that's the most popular and people are going like bonkers over it. But I actually had the, what's the word? The honor and privilege of getting the PR of all 4 of the colors. And this one was like, yes, Rudolph me out. I mean, it's the holiday season, you guys, you know? Do you guys have your Christmas decorations up? I bet you do, because you like this channel. If you like this channel, I guarantee you have your Christmas decorations up. If I'm not annoying to you, you probably have your Christmas decorations up. So a lot of you guys have been sending me articles about how, whoa, wow. About how people that decorate before, people that decorate early or people that decorate before Thanksgiving are clinically or mentally or chemically happier people. If I had not been post-op, like 2 minutes post-op, I don't think our Christmas decorations would have been up because Parker is like Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving is his favorite holiday. He's all about it. He thinks it's disrespectful to put Christmas decorations up before then. But I grew up with my birthday on the 5th of December every year, like a birthday happens. And my parents always went out of their way to make sure that the holiday decorations were up by my birthday, which meant, hey, Thanksgiving is gonna get in the way like of her birthday or her birthday party or her quinceañera or whatever. So they were always planning in advance. So I I love it. I love the clutter. I love the decor everywhere. I love that everything is bright and lit and it's never dark and there's tinsel and glitter everywhere. I love it. It makes me happy. I love the Mariah Carey song that gets overplayed and it, you know, drives people insane. I love it. I love it. You don't at me. I love it. And so yeah, I bet a ton of you already have your Christmas decorations up. You know what I don't love is how chapped my lips are right now. So we are going to try our best to make sure that this completed makeup look doesn't give me crusty lip. But going in with powder probably wasn't a good idea. All right, you guys, let's just, I did, didn't I? Let the smoke clear. So, I feel like I have one more thing to tell you. I feel like I missed something. I don't want to seem like I'm being very aloof about my surgery or evasive. Like that is my number one concern, is I want to make sure you guys know I want to talk about it, and I want to talk about it in depth. This is Pillow Talk, one of my favorite lip liners of all time. You can tell how little it is. This is my repurchase, and then I also have one in my purse. I'm gonna use it with Pillow Talk, the lipstick. Well, I don't think it's called lipstick. I think it's called something else. It's one of my Sephora purchases. All right, you guys, so we talked about why I was gone. We talked about how I feel now. We talked about my surgery. We talked about, okay, it's called the Superstar Lips Glossy Starlit Lip Looks. It's like a glorified, colorful lip balm tint kind of thing. This is the same thing as that, except this is the diamond version. And I saw Courtney Kerr wearing it, and if Courtney Kerr jumps out of a window, I want to jump out of a window, so I wanted to use it. And I think it's perfect for the holidays, and it's the perfect amount of metallic lip that I feel comfortable rocking. And it is magical, and you guys can see for yourself. I mean, how amazing is that, you guys? All right, you guys, that is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I also hope you're enjoying the lipstick that's probably on my teeth right now. I missed you guys so much. I want to bring this full circle, so you guys are going to have to excuse all that exterior noise if you can actually pick it up. So many of you comment that you can't actually hear that extra noise. So if you can't, that is awesome, and I promise I'll never mention it again. But yeah, I'm back. I'm here, I'm present. I missed you guys. I'm so thankful for how many of you guys checked in on me. If you want to know more about this background, there is going to be a video coming up right after this one where I give you guys sort of like a mini room tour. I completely redid this space. I got rid of a ton of makeup. I recentered myself, and I gave myself sort of like a she shed where I felt re-energized, where I was happy, where I wanted to be in here, where I wanted to do swatches, where I wanted to put on my face again and play with makeup and cover myself in like eyeliner and just find my way back home. And I did, and I have, and I'm here, and I missed you. And if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you. I hope you'll stay a while. And like in all my videos, all of the products that I used, what I'm wearing, any accessories, nail polish, all of that stuff is always listed in the description box below of this video. It's in the description box below in the description box of this video. It's been a while since I do an outro. All of that information is always listed in the description box of this video. Always, you guys. I can't tell you, that is one of my favorite things to do for you. I hate watching a YouTube video where I'm like, I need that sweater in my life and I don't know where to find it. At least give me like a brand or a heads up. I link everything for you guys, because if you want this watch band, I want you to get that watch band, because it was $14 on Amazon, and it's currently one of my favorite things in life, you guys. But anyway, that is it for this video. I will list and link everything in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for the excitement. I'm glad to be back. So I think that's all I got for you guys. I love you guys so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!